With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go! Get the flag!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Cunningham. That'll be caught by Rice. A gain there of 21 yards.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
On second down now, it's Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
This is caught. 25 yards that time.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Terry able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. That's complete to Shaw. Well, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes, right side. But he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many
three-syllable word.
syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Throwing after the interception. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Dancing to his left. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, Cunningham steps away to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw on second down, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cunningham, flushed out right. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Cunningham looking to throw. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. first down. Cunningham. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's got room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Switch.
Cunningham to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now a carry for Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Holt. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Looking to throw. Cunningham escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the shift.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham steps away to his left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Cunningham buying time to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cunningham being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Cunningham. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 2nd down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short.